episodes. And then last week's, not this week's, but last week's episode, we did a giant segment of it. It was like over an hour, and it was right at the beginning of the show. Well, guess what? Support was at its absolute lowest during that show, and the direct feedback we received was very simple. Guess what? Basically, this is not working. You know, people are tuning in because they want to see wrestling commentary. That's what they're here for. Now, not to say that they don't want to see us mess around and have fun with and joke around and do stuff, but the primary reason people are tuning in to Smart Guys is the wrestling content. So if we're taking over an hour to get to the wrestling content, you're pissing off the audience. They want to hear about wrestling, right? So yesterday we completely changed the format. We went right to wrestling, right? We talked about it for a good hour, hour and a half before we even did anything other than that. Overall, the show was under 2.5 hours, which I think is the sweet spot. We want it to be around 2 hours. So 2 hours, 20 minutes is fine, right? It didn't last over 3 hours, which is like overbearing way too long. And we hit on all the topics people wanted to hit, including basically the releases in wrestling that had happened, because a bunch of people got released from WWE, and some of the hirings, because WWE actually hired someone that had been released from AEW. So we talked about that first. Then we jumped into Raw and did all the commentary about Monday Night Raw. So it was great. And to be honest, basically, we came back positively. Like, the audience overall, the feedback was positive. People were like, yes, this is what we wanted. And people reciprocated by supporting that stream. We made over $300 on that stream. And because of that, as you know, the show is split between me and PPP. That means that I hit a goal. So because of the results of this positivity and the support of last night's Smart Guys, we are now at 9 out of 10 goals hit. Okay? So that is awesome. And by the way, people loved it. Next week, looking forward to doing it again and and going from there. So, good stuff, coming up with smart Guys with these positive changes that we made. Okay? So, you can watch the show archived over on the DSP Reacts channel or on my Kick channel, but the Kick stuff isn't permanent. The DSP Reacts is. That one stays archived. Give it a watch. Let us know what you think. We love doing the show. We're looking forward to more next week. All right? So where does this leave us today? Well, we are right now at 9 out of 10 goals hit. All right? We need to hit one goal during this stream to unlock me trying out the final snack item out of the Sakura box and then saying goodbye to the Japanese snacks. And then me trying out the very first snack out of this Turkish snacks box. So we're starting up a whole new one, okay? And ordering the food from Arby's for DSP Tries It, which I'm going to do right after the gameplay ends of Onimusha Warlords today. So hitting the goal gives 3 rewards during this very stream. All right? So if you've been withholding, if you've been holding back, if you've been saying, nah, not yet, now is the time. Let's get it hit. Let's get some subs over on Kick. Let's get some memberships on YouTube. Let's get some super chats, and let's get some tips, and let's hit it right now on this show. Let's lock it in. Let's get it going. Let's do these 2 taste tests right now on the show, and then let's get it so that we do the Arby's at the end. Let's just get, and then we can start moving towards what's the next reward, which I don't even know yet. I mean, we can start talking about it because we've been working so much on this one, right? But I want to do 3 rewards for you guys today on this stream. All right? So let's get it going. Let's get some support of every kind, okay? And as I said that, our first contribution arrived. I received a $2 tip from Flatman B. I hope everyone's well. Long day ready. I'm going to relax with some Street Fighter 6 Ryu ranked. Much love to all and peace. Thank you to Flatman B for our first contribution of the day. Getting it started with $2. All right. 148 to go. Let's get it, guys. Come on. Who's going to be the first person to super chat today? Let's get 1 super chat right now. Okay? Let's also get some memberships, and let's get it to some subs right now. Let's get our first of each and get people up on the leaderboard. We got it. Dark Side Dabbing with our first gifted sub over on Kick of the day. Thank you, Dark Side Dabbing. We got one. So let's do it. Let's get that on the leaderboard. Now, who's going to drop a membership? Who's going to drop the membership right now? And who's going to do the first super chat? Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Let's get it right now. Right now, let's do a super chat. I'm going to do a countdown. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Come on. Let's get a super chat in there. Let's get a membership. What's going on the YouTube side? Are you guys asleep? I see you talking in the chat, and I see a hell of a lot of names that don't have crowns. What is going on the YouTube side of things right now? One. Battle Duck says, just turn off the stream until the super chat comes in. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just turn it right off. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Here's what we got to do. Ready? Hold on 1 second. Wait a minute. Hold on. My whole setup is messy today. There we go. All right. So you're just going to stare at my study with no one in it until a super chat comes in. There you go. Beautiful. Actually, this is not centered at all. Is it auto tracking now? Auto centering? It is. Okay, hopefully I was going to say, hopefully the auto centering gets better because that was not off. So there we go. Do that. There we go. Now it's just my study. Okay. Well, we didn't get any super chats or members, but another tip came in. It's a $2 tip. I remember that you have mentioned older fighting games in Mega Man. Humble Bundle now has all of Capcom fighting and beat 'em up games for $20. Probably a good purchase for upcoming marathons and variety for Friday night fights. Well, when you say that, if you're talking about old fighting game collections, I hate to say it, sadly, old fighting game collections are dead, meaning no one plays them. I know this for a fact because the last fighting game collection we bought last year, or 2 years ago, was completely dead within like 4 months. You couldn't find anyone playing it anymore, so it was basically a waste of money after having played it like 2 months. And even the Marvel collection that we've been playing, you can play Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and that's about it. If you try to search for any other games, like no one's playing it. As for, Mega Man stuff, that's different. Like Mega Man games are always great, and I do own the first collection that's Mega Man 1 through 6. But those old school fighting collections, that's the reason they put them in those bundles, because they have no player base. So you could buy those games and play them offline, but trying to find anyone playing them online is dead. It's like freaking, tumbleweeds. So it's unfortunate. I wish that they had communities who would keep playing them, but they don't. Here's really what it is. It's called Fightcade. Okay? Fightcade is a free-to-use online matchmaking system for if you have emulators, all right? Fightcade does matchmaking that gets you hooked